All right, it's teacher appreciation time, and this is Erin Lincoln. I'm showing you how to make these quick tear-off notepads if you need to put together a quick teacher gift or a gift for anybody else. You can use all sorts of colors to fill them up and use all sorts of stamps to decorate the insides. They're super fun, super easy, and the best part is they're held together, but you can also easily rip out the pages without any tears. So let me show you how to do it. Here's another example. I have 3 colors of cardstock in here. I have a chipboard backing. As you can see, they're held in there tight, but they easily tear off, and I bet you're wondering how I did this, and you're not going to believe how easy it is. So let's go ahead and get going. First, you're going to need a bunch of inserts. I picked 3 colors of cardstock, and I divided them into 8ths, which means these are 2 3/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. You're going to also need a piece of chipboard the same dimension and a white cover sheet the same dimension. I have an extra Simply Chartreuse insert here that I'm going to go ahead and stamp because I know you're interested in the stamping. And I'm using Monthly Moments May. There's a polka dot strip with this open circle. Going to be great for what we're doing. All of the Monthly Moments products, I want to say projects, it's products, were great for this type of project because they're all about remembering, taking notes along those lines. And you know, it goes very neatly with a notepad where you're jotting yourself little notes and so on and so forth. So this is from Clip Tips. It says, read this. And all the Simply Chartreuse say that. The Aqua Mist and the Hawaiian Shores, they say something just a little bit different, but along the same lines. And I just did that to coordinate with the color, just a little difference. Moving on to the cover. Here you see it is stamped in a floral motif on my example. I'm going to be using Desktop Designs for this demo. Here is a little stamp. It's a school rule line. You know, kids write ABCs on this. And I'm taking the ink colors from the pieces of paper I have inside my insert, inside my notepad. So Simply Chartreuse. I'm going to stamp this adorable little typewriter, which is probably one of my all-time favorite paper tray ink stamps. It's a little 2-stepper. First in Hawaiian Shores, and then the second step will be in Tropical Teal. Isn't that just adorable? And then also from Desktop Designs is this Just a Note phrase, which is so very appropriate for our project. Okay, all the stamping is done. On to assembly. Get your stack of inserts there in whatever color order that you would like. Get your chipboard piece cut in the same dimensions, and get a piece of pattern paper cut in the same width, but like 1.5 inches longer. There's no exact science here. You can see how I did it. I kind of made this up on the fly. As long as I have a good 3/4 to 1 inch overhang here on this cover piece, I'm good. And at the end of the video, you're going to see I'm going to just trim off the extra. So there's no precise measurement. It is just kind of eyeballing it. And besides, you really don't know how wide your inserts are going to be. That's sort of the wild card here, so that's why we give ourselves a little wiggle room. Okay, this is the linchpin in this whole operation, and it is double-sided score tape. Flush it all the way up to the back of the cover. Now, because my score tape isn't very wide, I'm putting down 4 strips to make 1 inch, which is what I think I need, the bulk or the depth of my inserts. You just want to make sure your double-sided sticky tape is wider than what your notepad's going to be, your notepad thickness. Because you want the stickiness is going to hold all those pieces of paper inside. Okay, just trim off the excess. And then peel off the backing. Remember, these are as close as possible to each other as they can get, because you don't want to break up any adhesive. You want a solid, sticky surface. Now get your inserts. Tap them down so they're flush there at the bottom. Make sure the inserts aren't wider than your adhesive strip. Mine aren't. I have a little overhang on the adhesive. And flush these all the way up to the inside of the cover edge, that white piece. Now tap it down and do whatever you can to really meld the paper and that adhesive. Press it in, make those corners, edges really sharp. Use a bone folder. I'm using the edge of an acrylic block to really make the wraparound crisp and neat. Okay, and here's the back. You see I have a little score tape hanging over, no big deal. And this is where I'm going to adhere that chipboard. You find chipboard on back of notebooks, so it's only natural that we're using it here. Again, glue stick, fast, easy coverage, doesn't wrinkle. And put in that chipboard flush all the way up to the back page of your notebook. Okay, I have a little chipboard overhang here, bad cut. Must not have measured twice. Just trim it with scissors. And then I have a little overhang on that pattern paper. No biggie, just trim it. And there you go, there's your little notepad. Everything's in there tight, yet you can rip a piece off if you want and use it. And hopefully use the whole thing. And there's the original. Okay, so hopefully you'll think this is a great little idea for teacher gifts or just a little something for a special person in your life. I think my daughter might like one. And the real fun is the stamping inside and the color layers you can build up so the sides look as pretty as the fronts. Okay, thanks for joining me today. I'm looking forward to seeing all your notebook creations. Have a nice week.